How's it going, everyone? It's Louis Crypto here, back with another Hbar update. So in the last few updates, we've been talking about this multi-month, about 6-month downtrend has now been broken and back-tested as support, not only in the previous weeks, but also at the end of last week. We can see that we had a dump off all the way into there. Can you see that little tap on the weekly time frame? This is a bit clearer, and we can see that reaction on the weekly time frame. So we came down into there, got rejected, pushed back out for the weekly candle closed, confirmed it as support. The direct next week, as we at the end of the week started to come back up, we need to show that within the following week at the beginning. So it's just the beginning, doesn't necessarily mean that we will continue. Of course, there are some key levels of resistance ahead, being that 5-cent psychological area at the 1.272 fib. We can see weekly candlestick rejections over here. So it is a very vital area to be reclaimed, as if it's not reclaimed, we're just running into it as resistance, looking to continue lower again, back down to the 1618 fib. Because if we're holding the 1414 as support, running into 5-cent, and then failing to break it, I would expect the 1414 to be lost and head to the 1618, returning back down to the low. But we will look at this further in detail on the daily time frame. If you've been remembering, ever since this point over here, as we started to come down, I was suggesting that this area over here is the support, because we've got these wicks to the downside, as well as where these wicks are to the downside, we've got some resistance where candlesticks are failing to close above this point, falling down, coming back up to there, falling down, and then eventually breaking it, looking as if it is just a retest of this previous double bottom or inverse head and shoulders neckline, shoulder, head, shoulder. So yeah, it could just be a retest of that area, looking for that bullish continuation. In fact, even before it started to come down here, I had already drawn this line, simply because once we meet the 1618 target, and I called the reversal from that point exactly as it was the 1618 target, we usually tend to reverse, at least in the short term. And we came all the way up to the 1 fib level and used it as resistance. In fact, we tapped the 786 fib exactly. So it's pretty much showing you that the fibs, they're not to be messed around with. We can't ignore them. We're seeing proof where we're getting exact rejections off of them. So we need to take them into consideration. We can't ignore these essentially, but at the same time, we can't solely rely on them. We have to use moving averages and whatnot, because in fact, guys, when we do pump from this area, we're looking to reclaim that 1 fib level. Of course, in this case, we did during the candle, we got above it, head to the 786, but we failed to close above the 1 fib level. So it was a failure to reclaim it. And so with that, it's having another go at trying to come back down to this, but also lose it and head to these two targets to the downside. So the only way we go in and validate these two targets, much lower for Hbar, between 3.2, 3.4 and 3.7 cent, is by holding this low. Okay, so if this is our low, we need to form a higher low. So that could actually mean coming back down exactly to it and not losing it. But in fact, as I mentioned, we have these wicks over here on this support now, and here resistance. We're coming back down into that area to see if we can hold a higher low in this region. And if so, we've got a low, we've got a high low, we've got a high, and we're looking to break that high. And in fact, actually on this attempt, reclaim that 1 fib level and head to the golden pocket, because this is the previous head and shoulders pattern over here. And so we're looking at the true resistance of that, and that would be the shoulders, okay? Because the head is usually the fake out, the shoulders is the true resistance. So that's why we are anticipating a potential move of about 30%, let's say. There are other things in the way. That's the Fibonacci rules, but look where the 786 fib is, in line with the 200 EMA. So this is actually keeping us in a downtrend. When we come up to it, we get rejected. You can have fake out, so maybe get a fake out that taps it, falls back under, closes beneath, and then we need to hold essentially in and around this area, which would create an inverse head and shoulders. So looking for a breakout to meet the target. Once the target is met, we're looking for this low to be held, but we've got this support over here. So whether we hold the 1 fib level at 5.43 cent to go up, or whether we come down a little bit lower, have like a fake out to the downside where it looks like, okay, the move to the upside was a fake out. Now we're beneath the 1 fib level. We're looking to continue lower, but it could be a fake out to the downside where you come back, hit this as support, reclaim the 1 fib level, and then actually continue higher. All we need to do, guys, is essentially, of course, hold these higher lows, break back into the gold, into the 1 Fibonacci and flip the golden pocket back into support, because in fact, as I mentioned in the last Hbar update, when we measured this push, we're coming back down, retracing into the golden pocket, looking for that push beyond essentially. So what I'm going to do for you now is actually get some targets, future targets, for where once this is reclaimed, where would it actually go. So as we were meant to fall back down to here and then go up from this point, so as we started to come up here, we should have continued and broke the high, that 0 fib, but what stood in the way was our 200 EMA as well as this 6-month long resistance. So what I can do is, if we were to break this high, I can see that the pump finished there, the dump finished there, and this was the golden pocket where we retrace to and then continue higher. So what I'm going to do now is prepare for the reverse wave if it were to happen. We can see that we actually got rejected at the golden pocket to continue lower, but if we broke through this, we'd be looking at 9 cent, 9.7 and 10 cents. So just be prepared that in the future, when we do actually, well, if we do reclaim these key levels of support, flip that golden pocket into support again, we would be heading back up to this area as well as this line over here, which so happens to be 10.4 cent, 10.4 cent or 0.104. Okay, so I hope that was pretty much clear. If you are enjoying this video, this very informative video that unfortunately you're not going to get too much of around YouTube, a lot of people want to hide everything. That's what I learned when I came into this industry, especially Forex. They don't want to teach you anything, they don't want to give you anything, but I'm here to help, simply because if you want further guidance, I'm here to help you. I want you to see that what I'm bringing to the videos is of value, and if you find the value and if you want to take that next step, then you can private message me. All the links you need can be found in the description down below. But yeah, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Over half of you are unfortunately not subscribed. Now continuing with the Hbar update, we can scale down to the 4-hour time frame now, and we can see price again pushing, retracing, now looking for that continuation. If we can break through these key moving averages again, as we said on the daily time frame, we're looking to reclaim 5 cent. That is where we're heading to at the moment, guys. So we've got a small double bottom over here that we've broken out and retested in the last day, overnight in fact, and now looking to actually continue higher. So we need a reclaim of the 200, the 1.272, as well as 5 cent being right there on that line. And then once that's flipped into support, we're heading back to 5.5 cent, which is that 1 fib level, to continue on that path, you know, that potential 30% pump path. So I'm going to bring this down to here, because that's where we're looking. Well, it's actually 0.5, but let's be more conservative. We could get a reaction over here and then come back down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, support the channel. And if you want to take action and yeah, find out more details, then hit the links in the description and private message me on my Twitter, which you should be following me there anyway for further updates during the day. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, peace. If you're looking to take your crypto knowledge and profits to the next level, I have an exciting opportunity for you. Introducing my exclusive paid Discord group chat, where I share insights and strategies that can help you maximize your gains. In this community, I provide you with the tools and guidance you need to succeed. So here's what you can expect when you do join. I share my personal investment levels. So this will help show how I strategically dollar cost average into various cryptocurrencies. You will gain access to the exact strategies I use to build a diversified portfolio, and this will help minimize risk while maximizing gains. I reveal all my investments, keeping you up to date on the latest coins that have caught my attention, so you'll receive exclusive insights on those projects that have promising fundamentals and growth potential. You're not going to find these cryptos on the YouTube itself. I also share my long-term targets, helping you identify trends and set realistic goals for your portfolio. You're going to gain a deeper understanding of market dynamics, which will enable you to make a more informed decision when trading. Chart patterns are crucial for successful trading, and in our group, you'll receive comprehensive analysis on those chart patterns to trade. You'll learn to recognize trends and execute profitable trades with confidence. The best part of the group is that you'll gain access to weekly group mentorship calls. Imagine having direct access to me and other experienced traders who are dedicated to your success. During these live sessions, we'll discuss market updates, answer your questions, and provide personalized guidance tailored to your needs. So if you're ready to speed up your crypto journey and join a community of like-minded individuals passionate about trading and investing, do not miss out on this opportunity, guys. Visit my website now, secure your spot in the community. All the links you need are found in the description down below. Together we'll unlock your true potential for financial freedom.